Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name's Gabby.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And today we are filming, if it was in frame,
it's called
the 2024, I was about to say 23, Kia Carnival LX Plus. So this is one above the base model here in Canada, and it's probably one of our best-selling trim levels for the Carnival.
Very much so.
Very much so, and for good reason. There are great features introduced into this very trim that definitely, it's well beyond worth the price.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much worth.
And what's it called, Gabby? An LUV?
Don't call it a minivan. That's the number one
rule. It's not a minivan.
I just had this discussion. It is called an LUV, so a lifestyle utility vehicle. Now, it may be the size of a minivan, and its competitors may be minivans, but this is definitely not a minivan. It's so much more than that. Today, we're going to give you an exterior walkthrough, interior walkthrough, go through some of the features, and sit in all the seats to show you just how much space there is in this enormous lifestyle utility vehicle. Me and Tim will also be available to answer your guys' questions at the end. And as always, I like to always mention this is a live video. So if you're watching in the future, we started off live streaming this. We might mess up, we might fail, we might fall down, our internet might go out. A lot could happen. But
yes.
It's a real treat. It's fun. So we do these videos every single weekday, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do them for a couple reasons. So number one, you may have a Kia or Hyundai vehicle. We want to give you all the information there is to know about these vehicles. Number two, you may be considering a new car. We want you to add Kia or Hyundai or both to your selection list. These vehicles offer great value, and that's why we love to talk about them.
And number three,
you know this one.
Yes.
We
are a real car dealership in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Our other two sister stores, Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound Hyundai, obviously 2.5 hours north and about 15 minutes west, our other two stores. And yes, this is a real dealership. Gabby and I work at this dealership. You will notice people driving past. This is our delivery bay, video bay, whatever it may be, but we're real people that sell cars.
Every day.
Deliver cars and fix cars.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah, so if you are in Ontario and you are looking for a new Kia or Hyundai vehicle, any of our stores would be happy to help you out and treat you like family.
Absolutely.
I will start off again with our usual live video process. I'll show you how you can join
and
our
how we
next
join.
video. So first things first, you want to go onto YouTube and find our channel. It's called the Kia Hyundai channel. If you're watching this, you already found it. Please hit subscribe while you're here. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. So close. And then under our home tab or our live tab right over there, at around 2 p.m., you'll see a video that comes up as upcoming. All you have to do is click on that video like you would a regular YouTube video. It'll load you in. You'll see many's of me, like a lot of me's in a second. And you'll see on the very far right, we have a live chat box. That's where you guys will go to ask us questions, to leave comments, and just to say what you think about the Carnival or Tim's outfit. And he's looking at me like, what? All right, let's get into the vehicle. I'll start off with what's under the hood. Doesn't matter what trim level you get for the Carnival in Canada, you always get the 3.5 liter V6 engine, gasoline engine. You have 290 horsepower with 262 pound-feet of torque, and you get a towing capacity of 3,500 pounds. Tied to that, you have an 8-speed automatic transmission that is very smooth shifting and very efficient. We'll take a nice look at the front of the vehicle while I close the hood. This is a huge hood. I apologize if you guys hear the clunk. Okay, so I'll take a nice look. We got some black accents in the center of the grille with some chrome pieces surrounding. One thing I love about the Carnival that makes it look so striking are these beautiful heartbeat daytime running lights. You also have full LED headlights. I think it's beautiful design. You may think because this is a trim that's lower on our trim spectrum that there might not be a lot of features, but I'm here to tell you, you have forward collision avoidance already built in, so this vehicle will sense an upcoming collision and can warn you as well as brake for you. And then in our glass windshield that is heated, by the way, we do have a camera located right in the center. That's going to pick up the lanes ahead of you and provide gentle steering assistance as well as let you know and correct you if you're about to depart from your lane. So it'll steer for you, but it'll also warn you to let you know, hey, you didn't turn on your turn signal or you're about to merge out of your lane. Take a look at the wheels. These are 17-inch alloy wheels, again tying in with the beautiful chromish accents around the vehicle. On our mirror over here, we got some black trim pieces and our turn signal indicator. And then for our doors, here's where this LX Plus trim becomes a bestseller. This is the entry level to power sliding doors. So super easy to use. You have these buttons located on the door handle itself to quickly open or close the door. You can also just pull the door handle and it'll open. Or you can use your key fob. So you can see we have one for our left door, our right door, and if I were to press and hold our unlock button, it'll open all my doors as well as our power lift gate. Let's take a look at the lift gate. So if this is a bit too high for you, it's super easy to adjust to your select height. All you have to do is manually move it. So if this was better for me, I'll leave it here and then press and hold our button here until it beeps. There we go. Now every time I go to open my power lift gate, it's going to open right at this height, which is perfect for me. You can always change it again too, so it's not stuck. All right, take a look back here. Another thing about the Carnival here in Canada that I know is very different in the US is every single trim level is an 8-seater option, except for the very top SX trim where it's only 7 seats. Now you can remove the seats in this vehicle manually. It's not the easiest thing to do because they are good heavy-duty quality seats, but you can totally do it if you need to. Right now I have our back 2 seats down, so our left side down. Super easy to pull up, and it is step by step, so you can see this is step 1 and that's step 2. But I'll leave this one here for now and just show you with this one here. So I'm going to grab my second toggle because step 1's already complete, pull it back, and lock my seat into place. There we go. Normally the headrest would be a little bit lower, but it's fine. You can adjust the amount of recline on the seat, so if it's a bit too straight up for you, you can move that. And then again, if you want to knock it back down, give it a pull, it unlocks the seat, and then you just give it a nice push, it goes right back down. As you can see, it's very, very deep in here, so whether it's strollers, coolers, or just general cargo, there is so much room back here, whether the seats are folded in there or folded down that way. I'll grab the camera from Tim to quickly show you guys some of the storage pockets. So on the side, we have a very, very deep cargo pocket that also comes with a net. This net clips onto these little clips throughout the back of the vehicle to hold down whatever it is you are putting in your vehicle. Then above, we have another one. I just have our tow hook there. For your third row of seats, you have cup holders, don't mind the dirt, as well as USBs on the left and right side. Then another thing you may have not known about the Carnival, you have very, very rear sunshades. So your third row seats also get sunshades, not just the second row. Your third seat belt's located right up there. And you have a 12-volt on the side. Perfect. All right. Let me get that seat up once again because I will be sitting back here to show you guys the amount of space. There we go. All right. Moving on to the side here, we're going to switch things up. Usually we go in the driver's seat first, then move on to the back. I'm going to do the back now. So I can hop in nice and easy. We have 3 seats here. And a big thing with minivans, not the Carnival of course, is usually the center seat in an 8-seater van, if it's not a complete bench, is barely a seat. It's almost like a piece of paper with a seat belt that legally qualifies it to be a seat. Not this. So it's actually very, very comfortable. It's not too narrow, so you don't feel like you're cramped in between everybody. And if you don't plan on using it as a seat, you have this little tab here that folds it down. And now you have a hard surface that your kids can, I don't know, color on or eat on if you guys are parked. You also have cup holders and little slots here, perfect for a phone or any small device. Also, just gives the illusion of more space, not the illusion, the entire feel of more space. Back here, there's a lot. So I'm gonna grab the camera from Tim again, just so I can show you everything up close. On the left and right seat, you have a quick button to open your power doors. You have your window controls, your door handles, of course. A leather pocket, as well as a mesh net pocket. Cup holders here with another perfect compartment for a phone, which is really, really handy because if you take a look over here, we have USBs built into the backs of the driver and passenger seat. Just below that, we have another 12-volt, so more connection. And right down there, we have our lift for our spare tire. So the spare tire is located underneath this vehicle. From there, you will twist it down to drop your tire and then you can change it. You can't show the spare on a vehicle like this unless one of us feels like getting on the floor. Our floor is very dirty. All right, now I'll show you guys how to get into the third row. So you can see we have this little lever right over there. I'm gonna pull that. The seat will fold forwards and start rolling forwards, and then I have tons of room to make my way into the back. Now, all 3 of these seats are on rails, so I can move them closer to the front seats or further back. Right now, we have them pretty far back, and there is a lot of room. I'm gonna pull this back here, show you what it's like with the seat fully up, and I might take the camera again from you, Tim, and go into selfie mode. All right, so I have the seat all the way back now. I still have a good amount of room from the seat ahead of me. Of course, access to my cup holders and the USB. Lots of headroom, seriously, lots of space. I have freakishly long fingers, and you can see I can expand them fully. And right now I do have my side seats still folded, so there's a lot of space around me if those seats aren't in use. All right, I'm gonna get out.
Got it?
Tim? Yeah.
Got it?
It's on you right now, but.
Got it.
Okay, to get out is very easy. The backs of all these seats do have pull tabs, so as long as there's no one in the seat ahead of you, you just give it a pull, folds the seat, and then allows you to push it, and then I can make my way out of the back of the Carnival. All right, now that the back seats are out of the way, I'm gonna invite Tim to come around to the driver's side. We'll show you some of the driver features, because again, on the LX Plus trim is where you get introduced to a lot of comfort and technology features not found in the trim below. So right before I step in, I'll have Tim show that it is a power seat. We get power control for the bottom of the seat as well as the angle. You also get the recline option and lumbar support. The LX Plus is also the entry trim to offer heated seats and a heated steering wheel. So if you're driving this in Canada, where the winters are really cold, you can remote start your vehicle, turn on your heated seats, turn on your heated steering wheel, and just be so, so happy. Seriously, lifesaver. On the left side over here, we have our brightness selector, our lane keep assist button to quickly turn it on or off, traction control, and then these buttons are always really hard to pick up on camera because of the light. But we have a button for our left door, our right door, our power lift gate, and then a button to turn the power doors off. All right, I'm gonna grab this again from you, Tim. I don't know what just happened. Oh my gosh. Okay, our gimbal's really good. There we go.
That's working.
Okay, we'll close the door. Talk about the gauges. So this is an analog gauge with a bit, or an analog cluster with a bit of gauge control that is digitized. If I press this button over here, I can select different views. So whatever you like to drive with, I know a lot of my customers prefer to have the digital speedometer, but you can also play around with your driver assistance settings, your tire pressure, and where you're at in your lane. So Tim's just closing everything up. On the left, we have our tachometer as well as our temperature, and on the right, we have our speedometer and our fuel gauge. You also have a quick projection of your distance to empty, and then what safety features are active. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have voice commands and Bluetooth and volume controls, so super easy to use and very handy. And on the right side, you have quick access to turn on your cruise control, set your speed, pause it, and start it again, as well as to turn on or off your steering assistance. So I always get questions about what's the difference between steering assistance and lane keep assist that's located right over here. And it's very confusing, but let me try to break it down. Lane keep assist is going to let you know if you're about to depart from your lane, so it'll beep at you if you're verging too far to the left or the right, or if you try to change lanes without signaling, and it will provide you gentle correction. This sees upcoming curves ahead of the road, or sees that the car ahead of you is curving, and it will follow the same suit. So it will provide gentle steering assistance. However, it's not a full self-drive. All right, did you get all that?
Got it.
Okay. Right in the center, we have an 8-inch touchscreen display, and this trim level of the Carnival has something that even the top trim does not, and that's wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So as long as I have Bluetooth connection and an Apple or Android phone, everything from my phone will be seamlessly projected onto the screen here without having any cords. This is perfect because if you like using Google Maps, it works amazing. Same with Apple Maps, Apple Music, Spotify, you name it, you got it right over here. On top of that, we still have radio, of course, AM and FM, as well as access to listen to music through Bluetooth, answer calls through your Bluetooth, and everything like that. You still have dials and buttons, which is nice. So, of course, your volume controls and your tune controls. Setup will, oh my gosh, I'm talking way too fast, will allow you to add new Bluetooth connections, as well as change your sound settings, display settings, and all that good stuff. I quickly want to talk about the styling elements of the cabin. So I think this beautiful, almost, what would you describe this as? Kind of a matte chrome, no?
Yeah, it's like diamond chrome.
Diamond chrome, very, very pretty. Extends all the way across your dash. And you have a nice breakdown of darks and lights that really open up this cabin and make it feel very, very spacious.
Piano black.
Yeah, piano black with some chrome. I don't know, it looks so good. Push to start on this vehicle, which again, if you are someone with kids or you like to carry a lot of stuff with you, you may be tempted to just kind of throw your keys into your bag and not keep them on you. This allows you to start your vehicle without finding your key first. You don't actually have to make a keyed ignition turn, which is very helpful. Right over here, we have our climate controls, and this vehicle has tri-zone climate, which means driver gets their own climate, passenger gets their own, and then you can control the rear as well. If you want to sync everything up, there's a button for that, and there's a button for a heated front windshield and a heated rear windshield, which is super, super nifty. So rear window defrost, front window defrost, and then our front defogger system, which is very handy. Right below, we have 3 USBs. The one in the center is what you're going to use for connectivity. So if you ever want to plug in an iPod or any sort of music device, that's where you'll do it. Right over here, we have a wireless phone charger. So you just drop your phone in, and as long as it is capable of inductive charging, it'll charge no problem. And then we got 2 cup holders with another center little compartment, perfect for a phone. Our gear shift, as well as our drive mode select, electronic parking brake, auto hold braking feature, heated seats, heated steering wheel, a quick button to turn off your parking sensors, quick button to view your parking camera. So when I press that, if you take a look at my screen over here, we actually have a live feed of whatever is in my backup area, which is quite nice. And before we finish off in the front, I'll show you our storage space. Absolutely huge center console, so very, very wide and very deep. You can put a lot of things in here. Close it right back up. And Tim, you want to show the glove box? He's like, no, the gimbal's gonna fall. Hold on, I'll see if I can hold it. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Start jumping around. So lots of room.
Yeah.
Obviously all the factory books, owner's manuals, Kia warranties.
Do you want to read that for the live chat?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that. Everything's in here, so it's a huge glove box.
Absolutely.
Lots of room. Yeah, lots of room for extra things.
All right, so we'll do a quick pan of everything. If you guys have any questions about any of the buttons in here, please let me know. But for now, I think we'll go answer some questions. All right. And again, style-wise, it's stunning. You also have raised roof rails. I forgot to mention that earlier. So whatever you want to put up there, crossbars, a kayak, you can do so.
And tow.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Tim, this is a good question for you. What's the waiting time of this vehicle?
Well, right now we've had discussions about this in the past and on our videos as well. That first of all, you'll never get one if you don't place an order. And placing an order at Brantford Kia, probably different from other dealerships, is we go into what's called a sales queue. Sales queue is you're in line with other people as a vehicle comes available. We have what's called a VFOS order with Kia Canada. Those cars come available, and then we have what's called fair share. If we have percentages, we have a great relationship with Kia Canada and our zone reps and fellow that takes care of all of Ontario. They're just great people. They try to be fair for all Kia dealerships in Ontario and in Canada. So right now, we're probably at least 8 months to a year, and the longest ones have taken up to 14 months to get. We've gone from 22 to 23s, 23s to 24s now.
Yep.
And probably the best explanation with a lot of things, it's more than just chips.
Yes.
It's everything that comes into play, and the sad part is most people just don't believe us. We've dealt with forest fires, rail shutdowns because of forest fires, rivers, not enough rail cars, and the latest one that everyone knows about is the strikes at the port, where they actually diverted cars to California, and then that got messed up, and then back to Vancouver, out of Delta Vancouver with the rail cars, and they're still trying to do it, but they're doing something amazing. They're catching up. They're loading at least 500 cars a day to travel east. And fortunately, it is getting better. But if someone tells you you can get one next week, it's not going to happen. If you're in our order bank, you're in our order queue, we're being as fair as possible with everyone. We ask for 3 separate colors. Just things along that lines that just make it fair for everyone. We do not charge over MSRP here. If you want to buy extras on the car, like ceramic coating or tint, anything like that, that's up to you. We don't make it a mandatory option, I guess, Gab.
Yeah.
So,
another good question about the Carnival. So can you tell us the upcoming 2024 trim lines? And absolutely I can. They're the same as the 2023. So there's no new trim, no new features for the 2024 Kia Carnival, which that's probably a very important question to answer at the beginning of the video, but
well, the biggest thing is, I think when you talk about minivans, and it's not a minivan, but when you talk about minivans, we started in 1983, 1984 with the Dodge Caravan, then Odyssey, then Sienna, then everyone had a van, and everyone didn't want to drive a van. They would prefer an SUV.
The hardest part about needing a van is realizing you have to buy a van.
You have to buy a van.
You have to buy a van.
Yeah,
but
so
the Carnival is not a van, so you can have the space of a van.
Yeah, it drives like an SUV. You'll be shocked when you drive it on the highway and how well it handles. And accessories like Thule racks for skiing, pulling trailers, things along that lines. You'll love driving them.
MG said, which is bigger, the Carnival or the Telluride? So while the Carnival definitely has more passenger room plus cargo room, the Telluride's taller. They're both big vehicles, but they're a different kind of big, if that makes sense.
They're just different versions that, someone that's going to buy a Telluride may have a bigger trailer or a bigger boat, or may only have 2 children versus 4 kids. So, with kids, they all come with friends and extra stuff. So. Telluride's a beautiful vehicle to drive. My wife drives one. Carnivals, my son has one in Calgary. He loves it, but he's got 2 little kids with a 3rd child on the way. So it's just different applications. But great question. Towing capacity, 3,500 pounds. Yep.
Does the Sportage EX have lane assist? It does. Great question, Mike. So on the Sportage, lane keep and lane follow assist are standard features. So all trim levels share it.
Yes.
Blair said, hi, Gabby. Hi, Tim. Hey, Blair.
Stephen Winter, my dad had the first Chrysler minivan with a 5-speed manual. I remember those, 1983, 1984. It had a Mitsubishi engine in it, and it came with a manual transmission. Yep.
Hit like so Gabby can come back sooner.
Okay.
I don't think that'll shorten my trip, but
no.
But yes, please hit like.
We may never see Gabby again.
Yes, I might get mauled by a bear. It's not even funny, but let's see.
These are good questions.
MG said, "Is this a new software?" It is not. No, it is not.
No.
Also, top trims may be getting wireless CarPlay again. Everything's being redesigned and reintroduced nowadays, and with that, we're putting better chipsets in, which has wireless CarPlay. We'd really love to see wireless CarPlay in our larger screens. That is probably one of our biggest complaints ever, but yes.
Technology is getting better every day, and each model year we have updates, so that's great.
Ronak said Gabby's going to Calgary, and then Louise underneath said, Gabby, are you leaving us?
No.
No. Well, I am, but not the channel. I'm going to the bush for a week.
She's going way up north.
I'm going to come back as a cave woman or something.
Yikes.
Gabby's looking like she'll do maintenance work of Kia vehicles after this live video. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's interesting, when someone says something like that, if we have to wash a car, or if we have to do something on a car and stuff, Gabby rolls up her sleeve and we're washing cars, detailing cars, we're helping out, we're running cars all over the place because we just do that. It's part of our DNA.
Yes.
Yep.
We do a lot here sometimes.
Gabby is going to Kenora. Yeah, pretty close.
How far is Kenora?
That's on your way to Winnipeg, so that's a little bit further.
Any word on a hybrid powertrain in the future? So for the Carnival, there's nothing official yet. However, I anticipate we're probably going to get. It has to.
I would think so. In all of our platforms, when they're talking about new EVs and PHEVs, we know that these platforms will come out, obviously, with a PHEV version, probably the next step. But that might be 5 years from now. We don't know. But You know, they're testing the Forte as an EV right now.
Yep.
So a small car EV, you know that Seltos, this car right beside us, that's the nenext step for PHEV and HEVs.
No, Louise, I'm not leaving you guys.
No.
Just for a week, but don't worry, I already filmed videos to go out live in my placement, so
Yes.
that's okay. Let's see.
2024
Kona's
Konas?
arrived. So Mike is our Hyundai rep, and he anticipates late fall, so
Yeah.
very, very soon. This is way better than watching Amazon Prime. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then we also got asked, when am I coming back? So I'm going to be gone all next week, Monday through Friday, but I'll be back the following week on Monday for our lives.
Yep.
But like I said, there'll still be videos going live every 2 p.m., every day at 2 p.m. They're not
Yeah.
live videos, they're short 2-3 minute videos, but nonetheless, still videos. A couple people gonna miss me, thank you.
If you want to choose a family car, what about choice of Carnival or Telluride?
If I had to choose, I'd choose Telluride because I don't anticipate my family being big enough for a Carnival.
Yeah, they're just different applications, but you know what? I think if you drove a Carnival and then you drove a Telluride back to back, it's a tough choice. You're going to flip the coin and say, hey, if you're going way up north and you're skiing and you're in heavy winter conditions, I'd drive a Telluride.
Yeah.
If you're around town and you've got kids in soccer and baseball, man, I'd be driving a Carnival in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey bags, stuff like
Hockey
that.
bags, anything, your kid's a goalie, that's no fun.
Yeah. Okay. Ask the Bears, do you know the 3 reasons why this channel exists? I'll let you know how that goes. I will probably film a video during my trip because I am driving a Sorento plug-in hybrid, which is a pretty hot car.
Very much so.
I might do some, what's it like camping with the Sorento?
Yep.
Gabi, make these videos come alive. We'll miss you for the week. Aw, thank you.
Good. Kia Rio?
Oh, are you planning on doing
Like
a
in a
video
base?
on the Kia Hyundai accessories? Yes. So me and Charlotte were literally talking to Pat about that the other day. We're going to order them. It will be done once I'm back, so it'd still be for a couple weeks, but we are going to do that video.
Yes.
And Japan Quick said, don't watch cocaine there before
Yeah.
going camping. Too late, I already saw it.
Mark, that's a good question because we do need to talk about accessories and accessorizing vehicles
Yes.
and the warranties that come with them.
Yes.
So there's lots of accessories that come with these vehicles. Yeah.
All right, we are at the 27-minute mark, so I think we're going to end off
We're
today's
good.
live video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will miss you dearly, very, very dearly, but we'll be back in 2
Yes.
weeks. Tim, anything you want to say?
It'd be a nice break for the rest of the staff when Gabby's gone.
Anyway, all right, thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.